Hello, hello, hello. Let's get into CS Academy again. We are on 1.4 Unit 1 exercises. I am going to knock out two of these for you. I'm going to do two that I haven't have checked off. Let's do the headphones guy. And then McDonald's or sailboat. I'll do headphones and the sailboat. All right. So here we go, headphones. This stick person is jamming out to some good tunes. Okay. So, when doing more complex images, it's always helpful to look at the hints. They're going to sometimes tell you where to start, what to focus on. So let's just see what we have here. Hint, you will need four shapes. One of them is a rectangle with a fill of white that covers a part of a circle. Okay, so that is drawing the headphones in. So let's focus on the headphones. Let's see what we have. We have nothing. Okay, so let's focus on the headphones. Let's see what we can do here. Trying to figure out what we got. Okay. So I have a circle here. Okay. It does come down here, but like they said here, one of these things is a rectangle white that covers part of the circle. That's going to cover pretty much from here down. See these points here? That is a white rectangle, and that's going to sit on top of this circle, so only the top part of the circle can be found. So here we go. Let's start it. Circle 200, 190. This has a radius of 150. And it has a fill of none. Okay, so in the inspector here on the top here, it says color none, color black. The color none is the fill. The color black is the border. Okay, it tends to go in that order. Color none is the fill. So I'm going to do fill equals none. And border equals black. And then we have a border width of 10. Border width. When you do border width, make sure that that W is capitalized. It's going to bite you in the butt, I promise you. But just try to make sure that that W is capitalized. So I have a circle, and all this is good. This is what I got. All right. Okay. So now let's put in this white box that they hinted at to cut off the bottom part of this circle. All right, so this is how that's going to work. Rectangle starts at 0, 160, 0, 160. It goes all the way to the other side, so that's 400 pixels, and that goes down to 360. So 360 minus 160 is 200, and this fill is going to equal white. Now, if I run that, okay, you see what we're getting at here now? The bottom part of this circle is now cut off so that when you have your finished product, you don't have the circle going all the way around here. All right. Now let's get the headphones. You got this and you got this. They're just two rectangles that are black. So rectangle 40, 160, and it goes over to 80, so that's 40. And it comes down to 240, so that is, what is that? Is that 80? Right? Yeah, 80. Perfect. And then do the same over here. So rectangle starts at 320, 160. It's the same exact size as the other side. Don't forget that. So I'm going to put it at 40 and 80 because it is the same size. Run it. Okay. All right. So so far so good. Now all we need is kind of the stick figure head and the neck. So here we go. The stick figure head is just a circle. Once again, it has a fill of none and a black border, but this time the border width is 20 instead of, what was it before? 10. By the way, I just want to say, I had the greatest sandwich for lunch. It was from Redner's, so this is brought to you by Redner's. I don't know. Maybe I was just really hungry, but man, that turkey sandwich hit the spot. But anyway, here we go. What am I doing? Circle. Circle, 200, 200. Has a radius of 125. Has a border. No, fill. Let's do fill first. It doesn't matter what order you do the optionals, but I do like to do fill first. It just kind of works in my head to just do the color straight out right away. So this fill is none, and then the border equals black. And then border width is 20. And last, we just got to put a line at the bottom. Okay. That line goes from 200, 325 to 200, 400. Line 200, 325, 200, 400. And then the line width is 20. Now, you can put color black. You could do a fill of black, but know that that's just the automatic. So you don't need to specifically say fill of black. There it is. Okay, so that was the headphones guy. Now let's do the sailboat. The sailboat is 2 points, mainly because, number one, there's a whole lot more shapes you need to put in, but also there's this shadow behind. You see this shadow? This shadow is kind of a pain if you really don't know where to look. So I'll tell you where to look. This shadow is kind of set off down and a little bit to the right. So when you're using the inspector, if you go right in the middle, that is like the main shape, like the blue sky and all that. But if you go down and a little bit to the right, did I say down to the left? Whatever. If you go down a little bit to the right, that's where you're going to find your shadow. Right? Sometimes you got to look for it because you see here, this is actually a polygon that we're going to draw in. You could just kind of put your mouse on one of the corners and you can get what you need. But the shadow, you can't. So that can be a little frustrating. But if you can't grab it, just try to find the center, and that center happens to be here. So canvas is what we have, the background, that's it. First thing we need to do is that shadow because everything else sits on top of it. So shadow is a polygon, and that polygon is at 210, 210 with a radius of 180 and 7 points. And then that fill is tan. What did I do wrong here? What did I do wrong? Why isn't it showing up? What? It's almost like it's saying wheat and tan are the same color, but that doesn't make sense here. Give me a second. I'm going to figure this out. Going to my colors. Browns. Okay, this is wheat. This is tan. They're clearly different colors, right? So what's going on here? I mean, it's showing up that it's here. Because I'm not doing regular polygon. You loser. Not me. Not you. Me. That's me. Der. Tan. Regular polygon. Oi. Oi, that was embarrassing. Okay, well, we got it now. Okay, so that is... that's the shadow. Oh, man, that was terrible. Okay, now it says here, draw the sky and the sun. So let's do that. That is going to be, once again, a regular polygon. And that is at 190, 205. No, it's not. That is at 200, 200. With a radius of 180 and 7 points. And this fill equals powder blue. Okay. Let's do this sun over here. Sun has a gradient in it. So this is a circle. This is actually two circles here because you see how there's two radiuses? Radiuses? I don't know. Two radios over here. It's probably radii. It's probably radii. Okay, so we have two radiuses. One is 65 and one is 55. We're going to do the 65 first and then the 55 second. And then one of them has an opacity of 70. It's kind of hard to tell which one that is, so we're just going to do a little trial and error there. The color orange-red, that's going to be for the 65 radius, and the gradient of orange and orange-red is going to be for the 55. So go ahead and build that. So this is 270, 200. This radius is going to be 65. And a fill of orange-red. I'm thinking that that opacity is actually going to be on the second circle. But once again, we're just going to do a little trial and error. If it's wrong, we'll just switch it. So the other circle is 270, 200, radius of 55, and this fill is a gradient of orange. Man, I can't spell for some reason. And orange-red. Remember, when you're doing colors as gradients, each color gets its own set of quotes. All right? You don't put orange and orange-red under the same quote. Each color gets its own quotes. And then I'm going to do a opacity of 70. Let's see what we have here, see if we got it right. That would definitely be a no. All right, what did I do wrong here? Let's put this opacity up top here. Hey, that looks a lot better. Look at that. That looks gorgeous. Okay, so next we need to draw the boat hull, left sail, and the right sail. So we're making the sailboat at this point. Yeah, let's make the bottom of the boat first. So this is going to be a polygon, and it's going to be 60, 205, 190, 205, 160, 240, and 90, 240. So polygon 60, 205, 190, 205, 160, 240, and 90, 240. All right, and then let's put the fill in. This fill is dim gray. Okay, fill equals dim gray. Cool. All right, let's get this sail. This sail is also a polygon, even though it looks like a regular polygon. We're just going to draw it in as a polygon. If it was a regular polygon, there'd be a point right in the middle that you could just grab all the information from. But instead, they're all at each corner. So, polygon. This is at 60, 205, 125, 135, and down here, 125, 205, and this has a fill of forest green. All right, and then let's get this sail over here. Once again, polygon. So Polygon, 130, 205, 130, 145, 190, 205. They fill of lime green. Okay, and the last thing we need to do is just put in the ocean underneath. Okay, so draw the sea, polygon again. 25, 240, 375, 240, 280, 365, and last 120, 365 with a fill of Cadet Blue. No. What did I do here? All right, something's crazy. My second number is way off. It should be 375, 240. I have 475 to 40. Let's change that to 375. There we are. Cool. Excellent. Check it. Back to course. Now let me just show you something with these polygons. If I could find it. Is it create test 2? Yeah. All right. So this is, I tried to copy Citizens Bank Park where the Phillies play. I didn't quite finish it because they lost the playoffs, and I was very frustrated with them. I did not put the stands up here yet, but all of this, see all these dots? These are all polygons almost. All right, this entire outfield wall is all polygons. This in here, all polygons. It's the amount of polygons I use on this is unbelievable. All right, so I use polygons because they are something that you can manipulate very easily and put pretty much exactly where you need to put things. And it just kind of makes things, pliable. I guess that's a good word, where I can turn it into whatever I want with the least amount of effort and energy. So I really like using polygons. It's something that you should definitely get used to, because you can create crazy stuff like this. It looks like it's straight out of a video game kind of thing. And I might actually finish the stand soon, because the pain of the Phillies losing to the stinking Arizona Diamondbacks, clearly it's gone. The pain. Man, if everyone just didn't try to hit home runs all the time. I mean, I know that's how they got there, but at some point you just got to get on base, But anyway, okay. That's it for the Unit 1 exercises. I will do a challenge exercise in my next video and then tell you about creative tasks afterwards. So thank you very much.